Hi, I'm Sophie Schlesy here in THR's Video Lounge at Sundance 2012 talking Shut Up and Play the Hits. First thing I want to know is whose idea was the title? Where did it come from?
Win Butler from Arcade Fire yelled that at me.
Yeah.
And then we went, what do we want to call the movie? And then we came up with some really terrible ideas. And then that seemed like the worst idea. And then
it seemed like the best idea.
Yeah.
So how long after the announcement of the final show did this project come together?
Before,
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you tell me about?
Probably 6 months before, or
maybe longer.
Yeah.
6 months before. Probably.
Okay, so how did it all kind of come to be?
It was a different project really. When we first met with James, we just got in touch and arranged a meeting, and he met with us, and we had a few conversations. And at that point, the band was ending, and the last album was out, but there was no talk of Madison Square Garden at that point. And the film went through various kind of incarnations.
We planned about 7 films.
Yeah.
In truth.
This is just the first of 7.
Yeah.
Sort of like the Lord of the Rings
Oh.
of a middle-aged rock band.
Okay.
No, but we did plan a bunch of films, and this is the last plan.
Yeah.
This is the last plan.
And it was only when James told us that Madison Square Garden was going to be a reality that it kind of all clicked into place, and we knew that the show would be an integral part of the film that we were making.
James, can you speak a little bit about your decision to end your journey with the band and
Sure.
why?
I don't know. There's a bunch of reasons in my life. I tend to like let go of things because I think that's funny. I don't know how else to describe it. Like I thought it'd be a weird gesture just to kind of stop a band in a really good place, and also just get my life back because it's a pretty full-time commitment.
Right. Did it stem at all from sort of you went out on top wanting to leave people wanting more?
Well, I guess that's preferable to just hanging around too long and sucking. But I didn't want to go out. It wasn't like let's go out on. It wasn't like a really grand choice. It was more of like this would be funny. Let's make that the last show. Like we had Madison Square Garden booked before it was the last show.
Okay.
And then halfway through it, we were like, let's just make that the last show.
How was the audience reception in the theater? And
It was great. It was kind of because we hadn't watched it with an audience before, so we weren't sure, whether people would laugh at the same bits that we laughed at, or.
Right.
But it went really well. People wanted to get up and dance. It was kind of.
People seemed to laugh more than we all thought they would do.
Yeah.
Which is good.
good.
And it's actually kind of heartening because certain stuff is funny, but you wouldn't think people would necessarily think it was funny also because it was kind of subtle.
Right.
And people really laughed, which it made me really happy and surprised.
I felt a bit bad because we have this tendency in the way that it's structured to cut out of songs just as they're kind of building up, and people would be clapping and getting into it, and then suddenly it would cut to James the next day, and it's kind of.
So people would be kind of left. So like when you're having a conversation and it's a really loud room, and then right when everybody gets quiet, you say something really embarrassing. Right, They have a big zit.
how many hours during the week would you say you three were jammed together?
We were separated a bunch because I was in New York a lot, but we would have a lot of online video chats.
Yeah.
Skyping.
And then I would fly to London and work with them for a while and fly back. Thankfully, I didn't. You guys had more of the like dead-eye editing room stare.
Which is still there.
Does it ever really go away?
Sort of like what they've seen things.
Yeah.
They'll never forget.
We've been to war and we're battle scarred.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. For more on Sundance, check back to thr.com.